Hey, what's up guys, Crunchycook here and welcome on back to a brand new video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a server. And this is going to be a brand new series that I'm going to be doing, and it's also going to be a part of the world builder tutorial guide. And yeah guys, I hope you enjoy it. So let's get right into it. So first off, obviously when you spawn in with the world builder add-on, you don't have to have the world builder add-on, but for this tutorial, it's going to make everything go way quicker. And so yeah, the first episode is going to be how you could build a spawn, a very simple one at that. I'm not going to go crazy with it because I'm not actually going to use this as my own server, but if you guys want to make your own server, this is how to do it and how to make it look as clean as I would if I were to make a server. So yeah, when you first spawn in the world with the world builder add-on, you will get the handbook. And with this handbook, you can click on it, and you can see all the stuff that the world builder add-on has to offer. But we will not be using that. And the first thing I always love to do when I create a world with world builder, and in general when I make a new world, is I would go to the settings for world builder. I don't really care for the updates. It hasn't updated in a while, and I would disable these two settings. Give handbook on world join. This is so that when players join your server, they won't get the handbook. And then show tips is also very handy for me because I don't need the tips from world builder and they're kind of annoying for me. And then I turn on advanced brush, which I still don't know what that does, but I turn it on because it's advanced brush. Then I save changes, and now I can get on with using world builder without having to deal with the tips or anything else. Another great thing that I would do when I start a brand new server is get the game rules out of the way. So I'm going to do /game rule, send command feedback, and then false. And then I'm going to do another game rule. Actually, there's two more after this. So show border effect is also going to be set to false. And then the last one is going to be command block output false. And all three of those are very helpful when creating a server with command blocks, because those two ones where it says send command feedback and command block output stops chat from being spammed with information. And then the show border effect is basically, if you have the border block, it has like a red particle effect that happens when it's placed down. And it just disables that because it's kind of annoying, and I don't really want people seeing that. So now that you've done all that, you can go to 00, and I like to go to 10. So I'm gonna go to 10. So 0010 and dirt. So I'm basically setting a block at the Y level 10, and it's on 00. Then I'm gonna TP up to it because I don't really want to fly all the way up there. So I can just do this, and then I can change that to 11. And that will TP me onto the dirt, and this is where I will build the server. I usually build my servers floating in the air because I like dealing with positive numbers rather than negative. It just helps speed up the time when dealing with command blocks, and I'm on console, so it makes it a little bit harder, and it just makes everything go a lot faster. So I like to deal with everything in positives, and I hate the fact that you know, in super flat you start off at -60, so I'd rather just start at +10, or you know, so then I have a little bit of leeway room when I'm going down. And yeah, so this is your starting platform, and the way I would make a server would be the cylinder tool, wherever it is, so right here. And then I grab a basic block, let's say stone or something like that. Let's grab the stone. And then I grab the cylinder, and then this is how I create like circles. Oh, I think they fixed the cylinder now. So you used to be able to only make, let's see. Yeah, they fixed it. Oh, that's so good. So this is how you make like circles very easily and fast with the world builder. And it used to be that the cylinder would always be 2 blocks instead of 1, but now they fixed it. So it's actually, it's 1 block thick or whatever. So yeah, now we want to find the center. I should have probably placed a block previously, but it's fine because the sphere or the circle is actually very symmetrical. It's perfect, basically. It's a perfect circle. And that is going to be our center. That's going to be our center point. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna elevate it a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna just elevate this. I think actually, let me just grab this one here. We're gonna elevate it like that. Okay. So I think we're gonna do that. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, see, that looks nice. That's how we're gonna go with our spawn, and then we will just do something like this. Grab the block there, and then we will extend it out like that, I think. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Okay. So we have something like that, and we're kind of going for like a symmetrical type of spawn where you'll spawn in, and you can go in 4 directions, and there'll be like portals. Basically, that's the type of spawn we're going for. So yeah, let's just set up kind of a starting point. So I think we'll use a netherite block as our spawn, and you also want to set your world spawn to here, so that will set the world spawn to that block right there. Okay, so I actually just grabbed myself a little block palette here. This is what I'm going to go for, and this is what the texture of the spawn would kind of look like. So I think for the floor, what I'm going to go for is just like a mix of these first 3, and then the further down it gets, the darker. So basically we'll grab these 2 blocks. Actually no, we'll grab our block picker. We will go enable addition mode, and then we will go for this. So we're gonna go boom, boom, and I think I also want stone to be in there, but then I also want a little bit more of this in there. And I think that'll be good enough. We'll see how that looks. So if I just implement it in, so we'll grab that side. We'll just do that. And then we will go over to this side. And just like that. So now I'm actually just going to grab the mask picker, and I'm going to pick stone. And now if I just grab the selection fill item and I fill it, it'll give us a little texture kind of like this. Now I don't know if this is the actual pattern that I want to go for. I don't know. I don't know. We might change it in the future to like andesite or something maybe. But I kind of want to see what this will all look like when it plays out. So we will now just go ahead and do that. I think that will work fine. And then we will just grab this over here, like so. I think that's fine. And now we can just actually add on to it. So we did these 2, so now we can now add this to the mix. And I think I want to add another one on top of it, and let's see what that looks like. Yeah, you can kind of see it gets a little darker. It gets a little darker, that's fine. And now I'm going to implement these into it. And now, if I grab the thing over here, just like so, just do that. And then go over to this one over here. Just fly like so, click there. Okay, and now if I just do the fill block. Okay, so that's what this looks like, and we might do a little editing real quick. But yeah, so we have the textures kind of going. So this is what it'll be like. It goes soft, a little darker, and then very darker. And I'm actually going to implement some stairs, some slabs, and I'm going to add a bit of texture design to it. I think I'll just do that, and I'll cut back to when I'm what I've done. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay guys, so basically I'm back, and yeah, I actually changed up quite a bit. So as you can see, I've finished the spawn up here, and it looks quite nice in my opinion. I like it, I like the aesthetic, but I think you can notice I changed something quite significant. I changed up the floor over here for the bottom one. I wasn't enjoying the look of it. I was like, it's not looking great. It's not looking great. So I changed it up. I put in some skulk, and I was like, the skulk is actually a vibe. Like, I don't mind that. So I did that, and then I was like, I might need to change up some other stuff. So I added in this stripped warp. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but we're gonna deal with that. And then I also implemented some warp block, and then I also implemented some nihilium, and it kind of worked. Like, it kind of matches. Like, all this stuff kind of just like blends in with each other. Like, it's kind of nice. And I was going to put concrete in there, but it didn't really look that nice. And I kind of want some dark aspects, like with this, like, terracotta and grey concrete. I am going to keep this top area with the kind of grey aesthetic. So it goes like grey and then goes into this blue darkish area. But yeah, that is what I did with the spawn. It starts off like kind of going out into directions and then has a pathway that you can go off in. I have a little barricade here, kind of like a castle wall aesthetic. And then I have these 4 little platforms, and what would they be used for? Probably like NPCs that you click on that will teleport you to different locations of the server. You know, little warps, quick TPs, whatever. And then you have ender chests here for, you know, your personal storage. You can also add a kit, like a starter kit if you're doing a kit PvP over here, but that is basically what I've done, and I think that is where I will leave it for today's episode for this new series. And in the next episode I'll probably start adding more to the spawn, like maybe adding some like pillars going up and stuff like that, maybe starting doing the portals that will lead you to different areas of the server. And yeah, I think this would be a fun series to do because it might even be a very, very long series. Like, I might even turn this server to an actual server. That would be crazy, since I'm working on Knight's Prison right now, that I don't think I want to start a whole new server up. But I mean, if you guys do really enjoy this series and want to see more, I will start working on this. Like, I might even do some, like, make this into a minigame server, and then I'll like have command tutorials for minigames for you guys, because I haven't really done those type of tutorials where, you know, for minigames and stuff. I've only really touched upon the small aspects of a server in tutorials. But anyways guys, if you did enjoy this video, a like would be appreciated, and subscribing would mean the world to me. And yeah guys, I'll see you in the next video. See ya. I can take you higher, higher than you ever been.